Boobie traps go wrong. So y'all, let me take a moment. I want to tell y'all about this, right? I can't stress this enough. Y'all know most of the time what happens to me if you really plugged into my energy happens to y'all for the most part. So I'm just here to get you prepared. When you see it, you know what it is, and you can slide to the side, let that thing come on through there. You don't want none of that. Booby traps go wrong. Let me talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it, shall we? So check me out here. This started about, I want to say last year sometime, but it was so far in between I really wasn't paying attention to it. But then, maybe about 4 or 5 months ago, it kept getting closer. It still was far in between the months, but it kept getting closer and closer, and I didn't know what was going on. But here's the scenario, right? There is this guy, right? For the sake of good standing, let's call him Paul. Let's call him Paul. We'll name him Paul. Now, me and Paul would always come together. We'd laugh and we'd joke and we'd trade war stories and we'd talk about what's going on and who said what and how it went down. Oh, we'd have a blast, me and Paul. But every so often, in the midst of us laughing and talking, Paul would get in my face jokingly, acting like I did something wrong or accusing me of something. He was acting like it was a joke. And I'm thinking to myself, where did that come from? But y'all know a lot of times when people are laughing and they joking, through a joke, these are the things that they try to inflict upon you. These are the things that they want to happen to you. They want to swap energies without, you know, they want to put you in the trap and they want to get off the hook. So these people know about spiritual enslavement all too well. And the first time Paul did this, I was like, what the hell is wrong with him? Where did that come from? But I went on. We'd get with Paul the next day, we'd laugh, we'd joke, we'd have a good time. And more times often, he wouldn't do this. He'd let me go on. He'd go his way and I'd go my way. But then it happened again. What you taking, what you stealing, and this and that, just throwing stuff off on me, trying to throw stuff off on me. But the whole time, Paul didn't know the things that he was throwing on me were bouncing off and they were going back to him 10 times fold. Paul didn't know this. And at first, I kind of, I was like, when I walked away from him, I was like, I'm going to stop talking to him. And some said, no, don't stop talking to Paul. Don't stop. Keep on talking to Paul. People are just people. Let Paul do what he doing. So I went on. Next day or whatever, we get back together. We laughing and talking. We trading war stories. We having a blast. We having the time of our life. Next thing I know, Paul does this shit to me again, laughingly joking. You such a and I said to myself again, I'ma stop fooling with this cat because I don't know where this coming from. I don't know why he keep trying to inflict this type of shit on me. Why he keep on trying to entrap me or something. I don't even know nothing about him other than, we come together at this place and, we pass the time away. Like, I don't know where this stuff is coming from, but I knew it was some current in the background, underground current, but not on my behalf. It was on Paul's. So I say about maybe about 3 weeks ago. Me and Paul come together. It was the same routine. It was laughter. It was fun. We whispered. We trading war stories. We talk about this person. We talk about that person. And Paul busts out with this shit again. I just walked off. But then about 2 weeks ago, I had the pleasure. Oh, about, about 2 weeks ago. Let me get myself together. About 2 weeks ago, I had the pleasure. Oh, I had the pleasure to sit front row seat. Oh, my stomach. I had the pleasure to sit VIP. Woo. Baby, I had the pleasure to sit ringside. I can't fully go into detail. But let me say this. It was like camera action. Baby. Baby, it was like camera action. It was appetizers. It was 5-star meals. Baby, it was vodka. It was tequila. It was whiskey. It was brandy. It was any drink of your choice. Baby, it was hot wings. Woo. It was ribeyes. It was steaks. Baby, it was cheesecakes. It was, baby, water with lime and lemons. It was everything. It was the whole shebang. Baby, about 2 weeks ago, I had the pleasure of sitting ringside, baby. When the folks rolled in, it was like scabbard action. And I was sitting right there. I was sitting right there. So they pulled Paul over. They read Paul his rights. And then they said what they said to him, and they put on quite a show. It was a silent show, but it was a big shebang if you was tuned in. And then they let Paul go back where Paul needed to go. If that wasn't good enough, about another 2 days, they re-busted back up in there. I had the pleasure. I didn't get to see it this time, but I had the pleasure of hearing about it. Y'all, stop afflicting stuff on people. Now, me and Paul made eye contact when they had him hemmed up. And Paul looked over at me and bust out laughing and walked off. But it was a smirk laugh. But see, he knew that I understood the assignment. That's what Paul thought he was doing. But see, this is heavenly protected. You can't get on this, let alone get in this. You can't do nothing with this, boy. So now, out of nowhere, Paul won't speak to me. Paul won't talk to me. I I went over there trying to make conversation with Paul. Paul won't make no conversation with me. He'll talk to me every blue moon if I need something done or something. But Paul ain't fucking with me no more. I think he sees that picture in my head when they rolled up on him and they had him over there pinned up. Oh, big my eyeballs was hanging out my damn head. Oh, I was stood back. I was in shock. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Daylight had finally broke. And when it broke on his ass. Booby traps gone wrong. Stay away from Paul. Mwah.